Another area, another Whim Fragrance. And while Aramita isn't here to help you out, I'm here to tell you exactly how to find the latest Whim Fragrance, Rain Chill. So what we're going to go ahead and do, first of all, to start tracking the quest, is go to the event tab, head to Fun to Play. In the new menu, go to Worldly Encounters, and from there, select Find Fragrance, Rain Chill. Now, since this area is a little bit farther away, and since there isn't a warp spire that you can directly warp to, your options are either walking, biking, or riding the Long. Now, I personally don't have any warp spires that were nearby unlocked, so I started off in Inkville, but you can use any of the 2 warp spires available. We are going to walk through one across the way. Alright, so once inside, we're going to go ahead and go to the right. There are 2 different paths that we can take. We can go straight ahead or we can jump up through here. I'm going to go ahead and do this simply just because there are enemies in the way and we are going to get our first Jade souls. Now we're going to go ahead and circle back to the area where there were 2 paths. It will take us to the exact same location where we were just at with the pond and the lily pads. However, it will be on the opposite side. On the left, there is a parasol that we will use the Dungeon Craft ability on. And here's where we'll find our next 3 Jade souls. Now to get across the pond, simply use your ability outfit to aim ink at the lily pads. Once getting across successfully, we will find our first chest. And once again, use your outfit. We're going to drop down and we're going to get our next 2 Jade souls. Now here's where we're going to find our Whim Jade. Honestly, I hate this little mini game so much. This one was relatively easy compared to the other chasing mini games that we have in other areas, but still not my favorite. Alright, so once we're done doing this, we're gonna head on over here where this parasol is because we want to get back on top. Now, what I will say is whenever you're opening these, make sure to stand away from them because that will happen. Okay, and we're heading this direction just because there is a chest here, and we're just gonna go back around. Okay, so chest right here, make sure you do not miss it. And now we can go back up and head through the long corridor that will lead us to our Whim Fragrance. There's going to be a few enemies here, and once we get rid of them, we're gonna have 3 Jade souls at the top. Alright, so be ready here. A lot of enemies. I think I saw the community actually complaining about these little guys. I think they're so cute. I love the color scheme that they gave the Essling in this area. And here we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and craft this. And once again, like the other Whim Fragrance, this is heavy on Essling material, so make sure that you're defeating all those little guys whenever you come across them. Now let's go ahead and equip the Whim Fragrance. We're going to go into our wardrobe, then go into the Whim Fragrance tab, and then we're going to select the Rain Traces body spray. So for this Whim Fragrance, it is a little bit different. You press and hold, and basically what happens is that there's 3 crystals that are orbiting around you. Whenever an Essling aims a projectile at you, one of the crystals will dissipate, leaving 2 crystals behind. While the actual effect only lasts about 5 to 6 seconds. For Essling like this one though, their projectiles do get thrown at you faster than what the ability lasts, so you would have to be moving around in order to recharge up so you wouldn't get hit. Now I will say that this Whim Fragrance itself is a little bit confusing simply because whenever you press and hold, you are used to releasing a piercing purifying orb. However, if you have this Whim Fragrance equipped, you will not be seeing that. If you press and hold, whenever you have a piercing Whim Fragrance, you will not be releasing anything other than this crystallized shield that is orbiting around you.